This video shows the steps required to replace the brake shoes on a BPW drum braked axle. The tool table shows the tools required to complete the task and to set up the brakes correctly afterwards. In addition, you will require brake cleaner solution, copper slip, and some rags. Ensure that the road wheel is lifted clear of the ground and that the axle is supported on axle stands. Loosen and remove the hubcap using the BPW special tool, part number 033390540, and then release the parking brake. Remove the hubcap sealing O-ring. Remove the spindle nut locking block and clip. It is advisable to stow this in the hubcap for safety whilst the work on the brake drum is being carried out. Slacken the spindle nut and use this to withdraw the hub, brake drum, and road wheel as a complete assembly from the spindle end. Use a flat-bladed screwdriver to uncouple the brake shoe retaining springs. Use a small pry bar to lever the brake shoes off the anchor pins. Remove the brake backplates. They are held in place with two nuts and a locking spring at the rear. Remove the old C-clips from the brake anchor pins. Use a small wire brush to clean up the brake anchor pins. Fit new C-clips. A special tool is available. Apply a thin coating of copper slip to the new C-clips. Refit the brake backplates. Fit new brake shoe retaining springs and pull-off spring. Fit the new brake shoe assembly onto the brake anchor pins. Use a hammer to drive the rear of the shoes onto the C-clips. The shoes should fit tightly in this area. Use a flat-bladed screwdriver to couple the brake shoe retaining springs. Use brake cleaner solution to clean off old grease and fretting corrosion from the spindle end bearing journals. If necessary, use a very fine emery to remove any stubborn areas of fretting corrosion. Apply a thin coating of BPW Eco Li Plus grease to the bearing journals. Reassemble the hub, brake drum, and road wheel back onto the spindle end, ensuring that the outer thrust washer locates into the stub axle keyway. Tighten the spindle nut whilst rotating the hub. When the nut is tight, continue to rotate it until you hear 2 loud clicks. This sets the correct adjustment. Ensure that the spindle nut locking block and spring clip are in good condition. Replace them if in doubt. Ensure that the splines on the block engage fully with those on the inside rim of the spindle nut. Ensure that the locking spring is secured around the outside of the flanges on the spindle nut. Check the hubcap O-ring for damage or flat spots. Replace if necessary. Replace it back into the grooves in the hub. Replace the hubcap and reapply the brakes. Use a torque wrench to tighten the hubcap to the torque printed on the hubcap rim.